is tight, feeling like better rings. Whole lot of globetrotting, man, they don't know nada. Bro, gotta show something to me and go harder. So proper, nah, not that, we sure gotta give it all raw now, like Bucyrus. All that I got will never stop. I give it all, straight to the top, will never flop. I give it all, they want me rock, I never block. I give it all, whoa, what you say, my man? Give it all, whoa, hey, give it all, whoa, yeah, stand tall, give it all. All that I have, I let it be, 'cause nobody's better than me. What do you see? Give it all. What do you think when people look at me? 100 degrees tougher than Booker T. Couldn't agree more, but could it be? I think higher than them all. Truthfully, my pen fire and then some. Apply the addendum. Take this whole thing for ransom. Give it all I got for attention. Not a mention of life well lived, for instance. Give it all.
Friday Night Hoops, where the Bucyrus Redmen travel to Upper Sandusky, chasing that elusive first win of the season. We'll have all the action for you right here on the OH Report, live and free, next.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go.
Like we had said, it should be a lot of fun here tonight. Bucyrus chasing that elusive first win. Upper Sandusky looking to bounce back after a split last weekend where they beat Ontario Friday night, and then they kind of got handled on Saturday by Mohawk. What are we looking for here tonight from both of these squads with a young Bucyrus team and kind of a senior leader in Upper Sandusky?
Well, we kind of talked a little bit before we got on the air that, from our source, it sounded like Upper Sandusky was a little bit under the weather last weekend against Mohawk. So, Coach Winslow's obviously looking to bounce back from that, refocus his group. Anytime that you're in conference play, especially over winter break, it can be a little bit tricky, right? You're not in school, you're outside of your normal routine and rhythm. But I'm sure, with his experience and his time at the helm, he's got his group refocused. And, with Bucyrus, seeking that first win and a lot of youth on their roster, I think getting out to an early lead, young teams like to play with momentum, and that can become contagious. So a quick start for them, I think, is pivotal.
And let's go ahead and take a look at those visiting Bucyrus Redmen. As we said, 0-7, 0-5 in the N10, led by second-year coach Brian Hargis. Coach Hargis has been in the system for quite some time, though. Started at the junior high level, has worked his way up, well deserving of the position. And with such a young squad, it's going to be interesting to see. Not a whole lot of stats. They're giving up 66 points a game, only scoring 43. So that's a 22, 23-point differential. That's a big swing in high school basketball.
No, for sure. And, having the experience that he's had working his way up, I'm sure there's a lot of familiarity between his players and him. It's just being able to get that to translate to now the varsity level. And like you said, 66 points a game given up. I'm sure that's a focus of their practice, is being a little bit more intense and a little bit more intentional on the defensive end to kind of lower that. And the offense eventually will take care of itself.
And it's also one of those things where we're going to take a look at our player spotlight for Bucyrus, and I apologize for the mistakes on the play-ins, guys. Georgie Floyd's a junior. He's listed at 6 foot tall. You look through his games, and I only have stats for 6 of those 7 games. He's put up 20 in 4 of those 6 games that I had stats for. He creates his own shot. He does everything right for this offense. I think he's just looking for that second wheel, as we'll call it, that other person to really kind of step up and give him 10 or 15 to help his 20.
No, for sure. And like we kind of talked a little bit in the pregame, a balanced attack and him getting some help, because where Upper Sandusky's focus is going to be defensively. It is going to be on him and to kind of limit his opportunities. So Bucyrus, like you said, is going to have somebody else step up. I wish I had a little bit more information on who that could potentially be, but we'll see as time unfolds who's looking to kind of carry that load for them.
And we're going to flip and look at the home-standing Upper Sandusky Rams, led by head coach Jeff Winslow. They are 5-2, 2-2 in the N10, again coming off that loss to Mohawk. But they're averaging 54 points per game, only giving up 47 points a game, shooting 52% from 2. But kind of a low side of things, they're only shooting 28% from three-point range.
Yeah, looking at these stats, it looks like they get the majority of their points from inside. And as you go through the roster and you look at some of their personnel and the length and the size that they have, probably the smart move, right? To kind of play inside out, use that length to your advantage. And right now they haven't had to shoot the ball particularly well from 3 to have the success they've had early on.
We're going to send it down to the floor for the national anthem. as they get ready to introduce both squads here tonight, let's take a look at our player spotlight for the Upper Sandusky, and it's senior golf star Brock Montgomery. He averages almost 12 a game to go along with 3.5 rebounds, but he shoots 44% from behind the three-point line.
Well, you were telling me a little bit earlier that he's kind of the glue guy for Upper Sandusky, and he's willing to do whatever it takes. Averaging 12 points, but you told me like he's content with scoring 6 and getting 6 assists. So really excited to watch him play. I know his brother was a really nice player here for Upper Sandusky. He walked by us, had a nice thing to say, hey, thanks for being here. So always a fan of kids like that.
So we talked about it. Bucyrus looking for that elusive first win of the season. Let's talk about what we think it's going to take for them to achieve that. And I really think it's going to take a clean game. You're young. Upper's going to pressure you. Play clean basketball. Give yourself a chance to get some shots up. Don't turn it over.
Yeah, from our standpoint, right, it sounds really easy to just kind of say that, but you're right. Coach Winslow's teams have traditionally been high pressure, a variety of different presses in the full court. It's important for Bucyrus not to have live ball turnovers. For Upper Sandusky to get out to an early lead, especially when you kind of look at the stats of Bucyrus only scoring 44 points a game. It's important to not give up 12 or 16 points off turnovers. So value in the basketball is something that's going to be important for them.
And then I think the other thing they're going to have to do here tonight is knock down the three ball. They don't shoot it exceptionally well. George Floyd shoots it at a very high clip, but they're going to have a Munns Page, a Dylan Kaple, one of these other guys is going to have to knock down some shots, or the freshman that's getting his first start here tonight. Somebody's going to have to be that driving force to help him.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime that you can consistently make shots from behind the arc, it motivates your defense, right? It kind of gets you juiced up to play on that end of the floor as well. And like you said, and we've already talked about, it's going to have to be by committee in order for this, I'll call it an upset, to kind of take place tonight.
And then on the flip side of things, for Upper Sandusky, hey, we just talked about it. Coach Winslow loves to pressure. They're going to have to do that tonight. And then when I was here last weekend and watched them play Mohawk dominated them on the glass. They're going to have to win that battle on the boards here tonight.
Yeah, and just kind of looking here by the eye test, Upper Sandusky's got a lot more length. So they have a quick, I guess we'll call it a head start there, but being able to utilize that, maybe take advantage of the lack of Bucyrus size that Bucyrus has, and like we kind of talked about, being able to pressure, and get some easy points in transition is going to be key for the Rams.
Now we're going to get ready to come out of our Spirion Mid-Ohio pregame show. We're going to get ready for tip-off, and I tell you what, I'm excited to see what Bucyrus does out of the gate here this evening. Ball's up. Isles is going to win the tip pretty easily. It's going to go to Heilman. Back to Isles again. You're going to see Isles a lot outside that three-point line. Likes to play the high post, but that's a kick. Almost an early turnover by Upper Sandusky.
Yeah, listen here, Dylan Kaple, just kind of, this is my first chance getting a look at him, has a lot of good length. So Upper Sandusky's going to have to be mindful of where he's at in terms of tip passes or deflections or a kickball, things of that nature that we just saw.
Isles with it now, gets it to Montgomery, loses the dribble. They're going to try to get down low to Heilman, and that's that height mismatch that you'd already mentioned. Heilman's going to get the easy layup, just a nice little pass over the top, and he finishes.
Yeah, quickly with a little guard post up there, taking advantage. Heilman, leads Upper Sandusky in scoring. I think we had about 14 a game. Quickly going to him to get him started early.
But he's going to pick up an early foul. Not really something Upper, not super deep off the bench. They go 7 deep. Floyd with it now for Bucyrus, left wing to Munn Page. He's going to look to drive inside. Great spin move. Couldn't finish, though. Isles with the rebound.
Listen, good take. Little ISO. Oh, wow.
How about the pass? There's Montgomery. There's that assist. He finds Schoenberger.
Yeah,
and
quickly,
that's the Upper Sandusky offense.
Quickly in transition, and Josh, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think Upper Sandusky dribbled to get that transition bucket.
They did not dribble the wall one time, and that was a phenomenal one-handed pass from Montgomery to Schoenberger to finish. Munn Page going to look to go to that right hand again. Feeds Kaple. Good catch inside. Offensive rebound. Ends up in the hands of Heilman. And here they go again. That's Josh Heilman. He's going to have 2 more, and we got a quick 6-0 lead for Upper Sandusky, and that was another. I think they only dribbled once.
Yeah, listen, a good outlet pass there. And, one thing that I'll never be able to unsee is Bucyrus missing a layup leads to easy transition on the other end. Bucyrus has got to find ways to convert that, make Upper Sandusky take the ball out of bounds versus an easy outlet pass.
Witten inside, Cozy, the freshman. Great feed to Kaple. This time he finishes. Montgomery with it for Upper. Heilman, one of their more consistent three-point shooters this year, along with Montgomery.
You see just a difference in a made shot there by Bucyrus. Gets them time to set their defense a little bit versus a miss and an easy run out, right? So making layups, right, and easy ones is important for Bucyrus.
6-2 your lead, 6:40 remaining here in quarter number one. Munn Page with it, gets a screen from Witten. He's going to look to get all the way inside. He does, and he finishes. Demarius Munn Page, that's his second aggressive take to the basket here in the first quarter.
It's a really good take. Finished through contact. I mean, by no means was that an easy, uncontested layup.
Montgomery going to catch. They're going to leave him open. 44% from deep. Don't leave the kid open. He's going to knock it down, and that's going to force a Coach Hargis timeout, as you cannot leave somebody shooting 44% that wide open. He caught it, dribbled, still had time to regather himself before he even put the shot up.
No, for sure. And Montgomery's got to be high up on the scouting report for Bucyrus. And like you said, he kind of took some time to take that shot. And Bucyrus didn't have anybody running at him. 44%, you get a wide open three from straight away, you might as well be a layup.
Yeah, for people that shoot it that consistently, you see some kids, and you've seen it on the girls' side of things. That's where we're a little bit more familiar with you from. There's some girls that'll shoot 44, 50% from three, and they can't make a layup because that's just their comfort zone.
Well, Montgomery's already got a layup, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe not. Maybe
he's
that
got
was his
three.
first
He got
one.
an assist.
Okay, that's right. He had the pass. But listen, you don't want to give a shooter, right, a straightaway three early on in a game because, listen, that could snowball in a hurry. But a great time out there by Coach Hargis, kind of settle the troops a little bit and understand and let them know that can't happen.
9-4 Upper Sandusky with an early first quarter lead. 5 minutes left. Kaple catches it high post. He's going to look to go to work on Isles. It's a great spin move by Kaple to draw the foul.
No, listen, that's a second time. I think he's caught it at the high post and attacked off the bounce. We got him listed here as 6'5", and that's you got to go size for size. And, we kind of talked about getting easy ones at the three-point line, right? But working yourself to the free throw line is also important as well.
Well, and here's the thing. If you want to shoot the three ball, both of these teams have good size. You got Cayman Isles listed at 6'6". You got Kaple listed at 6'5". Hey, play through your bigs on the block. Let that defense have to collapse and get your shooters wide open shots instead of forcing something when you could have a wide open layup.
For sure. Playing inside out is always a recipe for success.
Kaple makes the first. Knocks down them both. Dylan Kaple. It's going to make it 9-6, and it's only a three-point game here in quarter number one. Romick has checked in, the freshman, along with Craig. And that's just great passing by Upper. But Kaple with the great defense, Bucyrus basketball.
Yeah, great ball movement there from Upper Sandusky to kind of work themselves through that 1-2-2 pressure, but you got to be able to convert on the back end.
Cozy with it now. Gets it to Floyd. Floyd on the right wing. Guarded by the freshman. Skip pass, cross court. Cozy going to look to go all the way inside. A great feed. That's almost a catch and go up if you're Munn Page. Didn't really have anybody around him. Instead, he's going to spin, and he's going to get called for a travel.
It was a really good possession, and then he kind of just got a little bit ahead of himself. But, I was going to say this before that shot had taken place. I like Bucyrus' patience. You wanted that dump off to go straight up, but I kind of like him dribbling it out. And, hey, let's kind of, without the shot clock, let's choose some time here.
Josh Heilman with it. Great hands by Munn Page, and that'll be Bucyrus basketball. An Upper Sandusky turnover, and the Bucyrus defense has been causing really good pressure here in quarter number one.
Yeah, active hands there. Since that timeout, had a couple good defensive stops here in a row. So Bucyrus hanging tough here the first 3.5 minutes. So we kind of talked about not letting Upper Sandusky get off to a quick start. So they're doing a great job.
Munn Page going to look to get inside. Awkward shot, nothing doing. Josh Heilman's got the rebound, looking to outrun everybody, nothing doing. Montgomery, Isles, Montgomery from a little bit behind the line, and that first one you let him have might come back to bite you because that was about 3 feet behind the line.
For sure, and great pass by Isles. Listen, understanding that the person one more pass is a better shooter than what you are, that's a really, really good, unselfish play by him.
Floyd kind of waits a little bit too long to get rid of that pass, ends up in a turnover for Bucyrus, and they slowed down on that possession. They kind of got to slow everything down, let yourself get set up. Upper doesn't want to press you full court. They're going to pick you up half. They're going to force you to make an early decision, and that one wasn't made.
Yeah, a little three-quarter court pressure there, but, you know, a positive for Bucyrus, it wasn't a live ball turnover. So,
Craig, I watched the young man score 25 against Mohawk in the JV game doing mainly that. He knocks down his first shot attempt as he's only a sophomore.
Okay. Little baseline runner there. The back-to-back triples went from a 3-point game to a 9-point game. You know, Bucyrus has got to find something easy here. You know, maybe you go back to Kaple at the high post where they've had some early success. Try to work him back to the free throw line.
Schoenberger checks in, replacing Isles. So Kaple, definitely the tallest one on the floor right now. Try to take advantage of that if you're Bucyrus. Munpage with it in the backcourt. Gets it across. He's got Floyd. They run Floyd a lot of double screens off the backside trying to get him in the corner.
Great
That's
pass.
a great feed. Witten bats is good. Carson Witten's got himself two. He's going to go to the line for an opportunity at 3, and that's a big bucket for them after giving up 6 straight.
No, for sure. And Munpage out here kind of danced with it a little bit, kind of slow played that possession, caught a lot of eyeballs, and once he got past one, you know, Drew help side, easy dump-off pass for a layup, and one more.
Witten knocks down the free throw. Montgomery with it now to Romick. Had Heilman in the corner. Schoenberger, he can shoot it, and he knocks it down. Upper is feeling it from the land of deep tonight.
Wow, I'm not sure the net even moved there.
I think that's
high arcing.
I think the one for Craig moved. Montgomery's both went pretty smooth through, and then that one was a rainbow. Cozy with it. Great step through by the freshman. He's going to finish. That's a great move by a freshman.
Great move, absolutely. Good patience there out of that trap by Kaple, finding the open man. And like you said, the freshman with a tough, you know, pro-hop finish. Upper Sandusky is on fire.
What do you do? That's a great – Montgomery didn't take the three-point shot. He went baseline, found his open shooter in the corner, and everybody on the floor right now for Upper Sandusky can shoot the basketball.
Yeah.
Heilman unable to finish, but they're going to call a push.
You know, and Josh, just kind of help me if I'm wrong here. I think Bucyrus has the same mindset to be like, what do you do defensively? Because that three there, you know, kind of looked like it took a little wind out of their sails a little bit. Fourth, fifth made 3 of the quarter. And now, you know, Upper Sandusky starts throwing some different junk at you defensively because they feel good about what's going on the offensive end. Bucyrus needs to stop here.
Schoenberger. Ethan Smith on the floor, another freshman for the Rams. Schoenberger again. Romick to Montgomery. Smith, another one of those young kids. He's a freshman that can shoot it well. He shot it well in the JV game tonight.
Upper Sandusky showing a lot of patience.
Great feed. Montgomery catching the post. Great spin move. Unable to finish. Patience, though. That was great patience.
No, listen, I love the action that they're running. They're running like a little rub screen into a flex, giving them some different looks Bucyrus has to guard.
But I'll tell you what, these Redmen are not going away.
Nope.
They're responding. That's a great feed from Floyd to Witten. Montgomery gets it knocked away by Kaple. Munpage going to end up with it. He's going to look to go coast to coast. Hey, I tell you what, the jump stop's underrated, but that was a really good one right there.
Oh, and a steal here in transition. Munpage, a little Euro. Big-time finish.
It's a 6-0 run for the Redmen. 21-17 as we're inside of 30 seconds here in quarter number 1. Montgomery's going to pull it out. Looks like they're going to hold for one shot.
Listen, for Bucyrus to be able to kind of withstand this flurry of threes that Upper Sandusky has made, you get a stop here on this last possession. You got to feel great if you're Coach Hargis and the Bucyrus Redmen.
6-0 run. It was 21-11 after the most recent made three by Upper Sandusky. Now you've scored 6 straight. You've cut it to 4, actually. Montgomery with a great spin move. He's going to get fouled. See who they call that on. They're going to call it on Kaple. It's going to be his second. That one could have went on Kaple or Cozy.
Yeah.
They both were kind of there with the body contact. Big free throws here for Montgomery to kind of cool off the Redmen, get yourself back on the scoreboard.
I like Montgomery's ability to attack at the end of the quarter. A lot of times kids want to, fall in love with the three-point line because a buzzer beater from out there is cooler, right, per se. But be able to attack, work yourself back to the free throw line.
Knocks down the first.
Good three-point shooters are really good free throw shooters. I don't have his stats in front of me, but I'm sure it's probably in the high 80s if he gets there often.
.67% as he goes 2 for 2 from there.
Oh, that'll increase it. We'll get him up to 70.
23-17. Half-court heave's going to hit the roof. 23-17, our score after one. We're going to be back for second quarter action in what's a tightly coasted contest after this break.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king.
To pressure. I felt like they were having some success there. They forced a couple turnovers. And Bucyrus, to me, looks a little a little unorganized here in the half court defensively, where I felt like they were a little bit more in sync in that 1-2-2 pressure.
Yeah, they were doing a much better job defensively when they had the pressure. They could fall back into their man. They were forcing some turnovers. They kind of fall out of that. Some new bodies on the floor. That foul's going to be on Munn Page, though. That'll be his team first of the quarter. Montgomery gets into Schoenberger. Heilman now back to Schoenberger. One more to Josh Heilman. Little long, almost got a friendly roll, but no communication by the Redmen, and it's going to go off of them. It'll be out of bounds, and it'll stay with Upper Sandusky.
Listen, Bucyrus has got to do a better job here. Schoenberger sets a ball screen, and they have two players run to the ball, and Schoenberger has an open three there, and he's just made 3 in a row. They got to be able to communicate here. Here he is again, and
he's 4 of 4, isn't he? He's got 12.
Yeah, he's literally 4 of 4. This looks like flashbacks, the highlights of myself.
He's got 14 in the half. And it's 32-17. Upper Sandusky as the sophomore is having himself a night. But again, a great drive by Munn Page.
Here we go. Here's a missed layup. Now Upper Sandusky's out in transition. Montgomery trailing the play. Wow.
Great move by Heilman. Josh now with it. They're going to keep shooting it. Justin, great feed to Montgomery, and Munn Page going to get called for the foul again. A little bit extra.
Yeah, a little. I think their feet just got kind of tangled up. And
yeah.
Unfortunate foul there, but, Upper Sandusky's a bucket away here from what was a 4-point game to quickly doubling up Bucyrus. So Bucyrus needs a stop here. If you don't get one, Coach Hargis has got to be thinking about calling that second timeout to kind of regroup here a little bit.
Great hands by Bierce. Leads to a Bucyrus or Upper Sandusky turnover. Floyd with it now. Floyd's still scoreless on the evening. Their leading scorer.
Yep, he's been quiet.
But again, it looks like they're doubling him every time he touches it. They're bringing help.
Well, and they're forcing other kids to make decisions. Floyd is clearly Bucyrus' best decision maker. So by doubling him, you're putting the ball in somebody else's hands.
And even on a made timeout by Coach Hargis.
Yeah. Upper Sandusky gets the ball out of the net, 1-2 passes and a layup on the other end, and he's got to go to the whiteboard here.
The thing about it is you've got 14 for Schoenberger, 7 for Josh Heilman. Montgomery's got 8. So you've got 3 guys that are really doing the majority of the scoring. On the flip side of things, Bucyrus isn't playing bad. You've got Cozy, a freshman, his first varsity start. He's got a couple nice layups. You've got Kaple with 4. You've got guys that are putting it in the hoop. It's just one of those things where you're not doing it at a fast enough pace. Too many layups on the other side.
So at Tiffin, right, and at the college level, we call them turkeys, right? And that's to be able to string together 3 stops in a row. And, Bucyrus needs a turkey right now. Right?
Absolutely.
They need 3 stops in a row, hopefully getting 1 or 2 made baskets on the other end. But that's important, right? And like you said, Upper Sandusky's kind of hitting in a variety of different ways with some balanced scoring. So we'll see what adjustments are made here out of this timeout. But we got to find a way to shrink this to under 10 here as we go to the half.
I want to say they've knocked down 7 triples here in the first half.
It's probably an accurate number without having stats right in front of us.
Floyd with it for Bucyrus. Going to look to get it into Witten. Great defense by Schoenberger staying in front. Floyd nowhere to go. Gets it to Cozy.
I liked what Bucyrus did early by finding Kaple at the high post, and I think I made a comment about it, and they haven't gone back to it since.
Floyd's going to get his first 2 of the night on a nice little step-through floater by Georgie Floyd. But again, you get it out of the net. You're down the floor for a layup on the other end as Heilman's got 2 more. And 2 for 2, you got to get a couple stops if you're going to get yourself back in the game.
Yeah, and in defensive transition, if Floyd's your point guard and he's driving and he's finishing at the rim, one of these other guards has got to get back from Bucyrus, right? You got to have a halfback and a fullback on a made shot attempt, especially with Upper Sandusky getting the ball out of the net as fast as they are.
Unforced error there by Cozy. Again, the freshman kind of, you get those jitters at this level, first varsity start, kind of overthrows the pass a little bit. Looks like they're going to go to a little zone here. Coach Winslow going to take a timeout. First zone look we've seen out of Bucyrus so far tonight. Almost looked like a little 2-1-2.
Yeah, look. Well, I thought it was a 1-2-2, depending on how you want to look at it. But I'm just looking here at Coach Winslow. He is not happy about something. He did not like their inability to recognize them coming out of zone, out of that sideline, out of bounds. So
quick little 30-second
quick
timeout.
30 seconds.
And it's one of those things where we talked about it pregame. Playing smart, mistake-free basketball is what was going to help them win this game. They did that there at the end of the first quarter. They cut this lead to 4.
Sure.
And now it's a 13-4 second quarter. And it's really kind of been their kryptonite all year. If you go back and look at box scores for them all year, the second and third quarters have really been their kryptonite all season.
You know, when you say mistake-free, like that doesn't just mean turnovers, right?
No.
That means communicating and finding shooters on the defensive end. You know, there's more that go into that umbrella statement of mistake-free basketball. And, you know, yeah, they've had a couple turnovers, right? Some forced, some unforced, but you got to clean up some mistakes that are happening on the defensive end as well, primarily in defensive transition.
Turnover-wise, they've done extremely well, I feel like, as the freshman, a little bit too much dribbling there, loses control. Montgomery gets it. Heilman. Schoenberger. Can he go 5 for 5? He cannot, but look at Isles getting the rebound. Kicks it out to Romick. Schoenberger's going to – I mean, why not, right? When you're 4 of 5 and you get another open look, why not knock it down?
The one miss definitely didn't deter him. He couldn't wait to get the ball back in his hands.
17 first-half points for Luke Schoenberger as Upper Sandusky now going to go to that pressure. It's going to be stolen away by Isles. Look at the pass. Montgomery, that's what I was talking about. He wants the assist over the bucket. Schoenberger's got 19, and Brock's kind of like, hey, dude, you're having a big night. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, and listen, Upper Sandusky, you can just tell how well coached they are. That's probably the second or third really unselfish play made by them. Hey, I have a good shot. I mean, Montgomery had a layup himself, made still one more. And here's where Upper Sandusky's clearly at their
Schoenberger's got another one. He's got 21 first-half points.
Listen, he's tied Bucyrus by himself.
Does Luke Schoenberger. Hey, we normally have to have a conversation about the third quarter, who our MVP is going to be. The rate this is going, it might be decided at halftime.
Yeah, unless somebody, pops off the chart here. But
Montgomery gets a hand on it. Floyd, top of the key. He thought about that shot, didn't take it. Here's the thing. If you're Bucyrus, you got to see the floor better. You just had Dylan Kaple on the post with Romick. As Isles is going to finish strong through Cozy, they're going to call an offensive foul on Isles. Maybe he hooked him. But they're going to call an offensive foul on Cayman Isles. But back to that Bucyrus possession.
Wow.
Floyd had it at the top of the key. Kopler's listed at 6'5". Romick for Upper's listed at 5'5", and he had him pinned on the block. And it didn't get seen.
Yeah, and it's Upper's kind of turning up the pressure a little bit, and Bucyrus is probably playing a little bit faster than what Coach Hargis wants him to, and that happens with a young team when pressure is applied.
Floyd with it, gets it to Witten. Cozy again, gets into the lane. Back out to Floyd up top, right wing. Floyd with a cross, great step through floater, good. Georgie Floyd's got his points number 3 and 4 for him. The second time he's kind of got to the rim.
Yeah, and I like the way that he plays. I mean, he doesn't really appear to get sped up. Like, there was some trapping going on. The ball came back to his hand. He quickly put it on his hip, had some patience, a little pro hop there. A tough floater to make, but, hey, it results in 2. But I like the pace at which he plays at.
43-23 our score, 1:30 remaining here in quarter number 2. Kopler with it, right wing. Again, he's looked to attack that post every time he's had it, and Kopler's got himself 2 more.
I like when he catches the ball at that high post area. I mean, he's 3 for 3 with good things happening. 2 layups, and he got to the free throw line once. We'll go one more here.
One more. Craig missed, but the second effort for Montgomery to go get that offensive rebound, and now Romick's got himself 1. Nothing doing there. Almost got his own rebound. Floyd's going to have it instead. But Montgomery with the hustle play, dives for it, doesn't come up with the possession, but that's the hustle of the Upper Sandusky Rams of forcing that. Yes, Bucyrus still has possession, but you don't allow that layup in transition.
Yeah, listen, I I thought he had no chance of saving that ball at Montgomery, that is, as that's starting to trickle out of bounds, and he darn near was able to kind of pin it and pop it straight up. I mean, unbelievable effort, play there, a ton of athleticism showcased.
Floyd's going to get it almost taken away by Craig. Cozy with it. Back to Georgie Floyd. Up top to Kaple. Witten with Schoenberger on him. Tries to step through. Great little spin move by Carson Witten. And there's Kaple again, and they're going to get Schoenberger for that one, I do believe.
Listen, Carton Witten.
No, they're going to get Witten for it.
Oh.
Maybe on the backside, extra. I thought it was going to be on Schoenberger with Kaple trying to go for the board.
I didn't see it, but what I do like is Carson Witten on that possession. Although the shot didn't go in, really good patience in the post, really good footwork, stepped through a couple different times. I mean, he had a good look at it, but really impressed with that kind of post-up right there.
30 seconds left, 43-25 your score. Heilman, Justin to Josh. Montgomery up top, and it's just going to be, hey, let's take one shot here. Josh Heilman with it again. Schoenberger sitting in a corner. I almost guarantee you that's the body you look for in this situation.
Yeah, if I'm Witten, I'm probably staying one step closer to him as he's 5 for 6.
Montgomery with it. Isles coming up to that high post. And look who they go to, Schoenberger in a corner, and he's 6 of 7. He's got 24. And that's going to do it for the first half. 46-25, Upper Sandusky with a 23-8 second quarter. Not much more you can say there.
No, I mean, again, we talk about mistake-free, and Bucyrus just has a mental lapse there for a half a second, loses as to be right now the best player in the gym tonight for a wide open three. And you know, for Schoenberger, the basket right now looks like a swimming pool, right? There, anything that he throws up, it is going in. So
half court shot, no good. We're going to kill it on that. We're going to take a break. We'll come back for our Spirit on Mid-Ohio halftime show. We'll talk about Luke Schoenberger and that first half he had, and we'll talk about what Bucyrus can do to kind of turn things around.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above-market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Think it's time to wake 'em up. They've been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's
Welcome into the Mid-Ohio, Superior Mid-Ohio halftime show. Josh Banks alongside Abraham Kaple. 46-25 our halftime score. The big disparity, I just went down and got some numbers. Upper Sandusky has knocked down 10 triples in the first half to 0 for the Redmen.
Yeah, I mean, especially the way that today's game has developed. I know there's a lot of talk about the NBA, and it's bad because they shoot so many threes. It's part of the game. To be outscored by 30 points at the three-point line in a half is, number one, kudos to Upper Sandusky. They're moving the ball really well. They're getting a ton of great shot attempts. And, their defense really isn't allowing Bucyrus to get that many clean looks from the three-point line. We talked about it. We thought that they had one in the first half, and I mean that's clearly been the difference here.
And that's been the difference. Both teams are perfect from the stripe, but 10-0. It's not really a disparity you see that high.
No. And Upper Sandusky's had a lot of uncontested threes too. Partial credit to their ball movement, and Bucyrus has got to be able to defend with a little bit more sense of urgency, especially at the three-point line there. Here's that post-up play they started the game with.
And Heilman's going to get another easy 2 on that post-up play. The first time, I want to say, it went to Heilman as well. Just easy post-up, and Floyd's going to pick up his dribble a little too early, almost gets a steal. It's going to be tipped. It'll stay with Bucyrus, but now you're seeing that pressure again by Up, trying to force some Bucyrus turnovers to extend this lead even more.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's a message that Coach Winslow said, hey, we're up 21 here at the half, but don't be content. When you kind of smell blood in the water a little bit, let's kind of put the foot down and give a little pedal to the metal here. So you see a quick, easy layup, maybe one of their go-to sets for an easy one, and then they come right back with the pressure.
Kaple again looking to go to work. Floyd's going to hoist one from the volleyball line. Floyd's going to knock down his first attempt, and that's a big shot for Georgie Floyd. His Munn Page with the steal. Can't finish at the rim, though. And there's a great skip pass. How about the no-look? Heilman to Isles.
Yeah, really nice play there. And again, I said it earlier, you can't unsee it. A missed layup always leads to transition opportunities on the other end. And Bucyrus, again, 1-2 passes. A great no-look dish and an easy 2.
Poked away by Montgomery. He's going to have an easy one. He's got 2 more. Montgomery's up to 10. 52-28.
Ooh.
Munn Page with it. Kaple wants in that high post. Isles kind of fronting him now, not letting him get position. Catches it there. Spin move. Great feed to Witten.
Really good pass by Kaple. I'm telling you, good things happen when he gets a touch on the offensive end. It's resulted in points scored in a variety of different ways, but he's just got to get touches.
I want to say every time he's touched it at that high post, it's been an assist, or he's attacked, finished, or got fouled. He's 2 of 2 from the stripe. It's gone well for them.
And listen, and he's not doing anything crazy. He's 1-2 dribbles. He's spinning back the opposite direction, and he's making a play.
Josh Heilman's going to get to the left. He can't finish. Bucyrus absolutely needs a bucket right now after that stop. Floyd with it, gets it across time.
Yep, they need a little ISO play, a little clear out.
Georgie Floyd's got 2 more.
Floyd with the smaller defender on him.
Up to 9. But Heilman, nothing doing there. Munn Page had Kaple on a run out, didn't see him. Witten's got it, gets it to Floyd. Kapler's going to get another touch. And it's it's one of those things, Munn Page going to hoist a 3, doesn't knock it down. But it's one of those things with Kaple where when he touches it at that high post, they're bringing help, and he's finding the open guy.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, he's doing a really good job of facing the basket, seeing where help's coming from, making the right play. He hasn't forced anything.
Cozy going to pick up the foul. Montgomery will step to the line to shoot 2. Both teams perfect from the stripe in the first half.
You'd love to see it. Upper Sandusky is just so fast in transition.
Montgomery knocks down the first.
Appear to be a little bit more physical with the basketball too. Like they're not getting bumped off their lines when they're getting, you know, they're going to the rim, and when they do get fouled, like they're able to convert some of those and ones.
Montgomery, Spinaroonie, it falls in. 4-4 for him with 11 points now. Balanced scoring has turned into a two-man show for Upper Sandusky with Schoenberger and Montgomery.
Schoenberger hasn't even played this half, has he?
I think he was in for the first couple minutes.
Okay.
Floyd's going to hoist another one in and out, but that's great position by Witten on the offensive glass, and he gets the foul called on Montgomery.
Yep, Montgomery couldn't help himself there. Witten clearly was on the inside and just reached over top there. Let's see if Bucyrus can draw something up here on a baseline out here.
Floyd catches it in that corner. Looks to go baseline, pull up, baseline jumper. George Floyd, he's got two more. He's in double figures now with 11. But there's the transition, but this time it leads to a steal. Munn Page tries to go in and out, nothing doing. He'll hoist a three. Good, Demarius Munn Page. Down to 17.
Yeah, listen, making some timely shots. They've made 2 threes already this half.
Isles with it now to Montgomery. Gets it to Romick. Heilman with it. Little overplay by Munn Page, but he comes back, still gets a hand on it. Kopler's got it. Finds the guard, Floyd. Floyd pull up. Short. Heilman with the box out and the rebound, and they're looking to push as soon as they take the ball off the rim.
Oh, you got to stop the ball a little bit sooner than that.
Cozy gets the rebound. Munn Page with it now again. Bucyrus going to slow it down.
Yep, I like this decision. I mean, you're down 17. There's a lot of time left, but you realize you didn't take a good shot last possession. Let's get something that we want.
Floyd gets it inside to Witten. They're doubling that post. Every time the high post catches it, they're doubling it. Whether it's high post, whether it's on the block, they're doubling. Munn Page, a great take, fall away. Witten, though, on the offensive glass. How about Roman just ripping it away from him? Heilman, 2 points, Upper Sandusky.
Yeah, good active hands there by the freshman. Looked like Bucyrus had an offensive rebound and an easy putback and just kind of stripped it away. And Heilman was already kind of leaked out, threw it ahead, and we're back to 19.
Back to 19, but again, it's not – the big switch Bucyrus is going to need here is, again, they need stops. Upper Sandusky not shooting it as effectively from 3 here in this half. They haven't hit one yet. Bucyrus has hit 2. Unfortunately, we hate to say it because it's affected the game tremendously, but they're going to have to knock down some more of those if they want to battle their way back.
Nope, absolutely right. Especially, you know, the clock's kind of working against you now. But, I mean, listen, you get a couple in a row. Again, I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to say it again. You get a turkey. You get 3 stops in a row. And you got to keep fighting. You know, we were talking a little bit, too, off the air of, you know, Bucyrus being young to be able to understand of, you know, just kind of mentally being tough and kind of digging your heels in, understanding scoring runs happen in basketball, but to kind of weather the storm a little bit and keep making plays.
Floyd with it, gets it to Munn Page. Page with a skip pass all the way to Floyd in the corner. He'll hoist one. Just short. Follow your shot. If he follows his shot, he probably gets the offensive rebound, but that's thrown away by Munn Page. Floyd's going to lead to the corner again. Munn Page gets inside. Great feed to Kapler, but even better defense. We're going to have a jump ball. Stay with Bucyrus. Schoenberger's going to come back in. We haven't seen him since the first couple minutes of the third quarter, or maybe not at all. I might be wrong. Cozy to inbound.
We'll see if he can stay as hot as he was in the first half.
They're going to look to trap. Great feed. Montgomery steals it away, though. Leak out to Isles. Layup, 2 points. Cayman Isles. 58-37. 2:38 remaining here in quarter number 3. Floyd with it. Kaple in the high post again. Effective so far today when he's touched it here. This time it's poked away. Still ends up in the hands of Floyd. Great feed to Witten, and he's going to get himself two.
Really good pass there by George Floyd right into Witten's hands. I think he caught it one-handed because the pass was so perfect. He put it, ooh.
Mun Page behind the back, reverse, and it's going to fall. How about that move by Mun Page?
That's without a doubt the best move that we've seen.
He's up to 11 to go along with Floyd. Heilman. And then you leave that guy open. Craig's got 3 more. He's up to 6. They started off cold, but they're shooting it as well as they have this game. You cannot allow an open 3 like that.
And Bucyrus is kind of tasked with the difficult part is, like, this being the first time I've seen Upper Sandusky, listen, they got multiple kids that can shoot it. So it's like, we're kind of pick your poison. Who do you guard here a little bit?
Not sure about that double dribble there. It looked like it got knocked out of Kopler's hands, and then he dribbled it again.
Yeah, can't say I agree with that call, but.
Heilman with it for the Rams. Isles loses it. Craig gets it back. Montgomery. Content just to keep the ball out in the perimeter.
I want to see Schoenberger shoot it again, honestly.
Georgie Floyd's going to get the steal. He's going to go up. Great pump fake, and they're going to call a foul on Heilman. That looked like really good defense there by Justin, but
it did. But I like the defense on the other end by Mun Page. Get his active hands and got Bucyrus in transition for once.
And I tell you what, his defense tonight has been very good, active hands-wise.
Sure.
They're not closing out well.
Sure.
They're not getting to shooters well. But when that ball gets in the high post, they are forcing a lot of mistakes by Upper Sandusky.
Listen, we don't have the stats right in front of us, but, Bucyrus has forced some turnovers.
Yes. Floyd's going to knock down the first.
And here's the thing, too. We kind of talked about it, or maybe there was just a thought in my own head. Bucyrus shows some glimpses, right? They string together 3 to 4 really good minutes of, like, hey, there's a lot of potential here, especially as you look at the roster. There's a lot of youth there. So
no seniors.
Yeah, I mean, it's just being able to build on some of those things.
They're going to call Witten on a push. He definitely got a little bit aggressive there on the block. If you just put your hands on him, you're not going to get that call. But it's just like on the offensive side of things. When you extend, they're going to call that on you every single time.
Sure. Bucyrus going back with this 1-2-2, maybe, depending on what happens here.
Not exactly sure what conversation we're having right now. Officials having a conversation.
These want to know if you put in the pizza order for after the game. I
Hey.
think that's what he's talking about.
Isles to inbound, gets it to Craig.
But Bucyrus had success with this 1-2-2 in the first half.
Great feed. Montgomery in the corner. Skip, Craig. Great ball fake. Jonathan Craig's got himself 2 more. And that was a great ball fake. He's made 2 threes. You give the up fake, you go get a layup.
Again, a quick steal and a layup, and a quick 4-0 run in a matter of 4 seconds there.
And now you've got Montgomery up to 14. You got Schoenberger with 24. You've got Craig with 8. The bench pieces, the guys that don't normally do the scoring, are stepping up tonight. Justin Heilman's their leading scorer, and I want to say he's got maybe 7 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you're about to put 4 kids in double figures, and we're not even to the fourth quarter yet. I mean, it's a credit to a lot of things. They move the ball really well. They got multiple kids that can shoot it. Really impressed with them. And you had kind of said pregame that the loss to Mohawk was kind of a fluke because they weren't feeling well. You feel like they could, make a run at the N10 title. And after watching here, I'm really impressed with the balance and the depth and the athleticism that they have to offer.
And I think the big thing for them with the rest of this N10 run is it's 65-42 inside of 30 seconds is now you have to go to Crawford and to Mohawk, and you have to win those games. That's going to be their challenge. Cozy with it to Mun Page. Mun Page going to get inside. Great feed to Bierce. Mun Page in the corner. He'll hoist one. Nothing doing. Isles with the rebound. Montgomery has it as we're at 15 seconds left in quarter number 3. Montgomery will more than likely hope for one shot, gets to Romick. Back up top to Brock. They're just going to kind of pass it back and forth with each other. Romick, Montgomery, he's going to get all the way inside, blocked by Munpage. Munpage going to have to pull up from the white line. He gets it off in time. It's no good. After 3, your score, Upper Sandusky 65, Bucyrus 42. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into the Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH.REPORT.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to be entering its second year of media sponsorship for local nonprofits.
We've partnered with Crawford County Now to offer nonprofits a podcast and a radio spot.
First Federal Community Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Josh Banks back inside the mountaintop alongside Abraham Kaple, and what's been, I wouldn't call it a dominating performance by Upper Sandusky. Score-wise, it looks like that, but it's been a game of runs for Upper Sandusky.
No, couldn't have put it any better. It absolutely has. Bucyrus has made their runs. It's kind of just been a slow burn. I think the run to start the second quarter has kind of been really the difference here.
Yeah, you come out, Bucyrus cuts it to 4 at the end of the first.
Yep, 21-17.
And then they just went on like a 10+0 run. They dominated the second quarter, and now they have the ball here to start the fourth. Some young guys on the floor now. You see Craig with it. Back to Romick, the freshman. Gibson on the floor, Schoenberger on the floor with Justin Heilman. And just going to be content to, hey.
Yeah, they're running their offense. Here's a little kind of butt screen, and then the flex cut. A lot of options.
David Gibson knocks down another 3. They have lived and died by it tonight, and they are living large from the land of 3. Gonna foul there on Romick. His second. Young guys on the floor, a couple sophomores, a couple freshmen. Gibson, a senior, I think, along with Heilman. Munpage, Floyd, wide open for 3, knocks it down. George Floyd, and he's one of those guys I told you about at pregame. If you let him get into a rhythm and catch and shoot, he's going to do it. But Gibson's got himself 2 more. He's up to 5, and it's been a team effort on the scoring end of things. We're going to have an early timeout by Coach Hargis tonight, and that's, I want to say, other than Romick, every Upper Sandusky player that has touched the floor tonight has put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, I mean, 2 comments. One is I like Munpage and Floyd. I like that tandem. I mean, you had the pass here from Munpage out of the double, skip pass, open 3 for Floyd. If he gets looks, like, high probability it's going in. Contrary, Upper Sandusky is feasting off made baskets. I mean, they remind me, I'm a Carolina fan.
Yeah.
Okay, but this looks like Kendall Marshall, Ty Lawson, get the ball out of the net. I mean, they're literally throwing baseball passes, and it's almost like they want you to score because we're just going to turn around, we're going to score faster. Really impressive. But I like Munpage, and I like Floyd. I like and I like Kaple. Like, it's just a matter of being able to, string together some consistency and not having those 3 to 4 bad minute stretches to where, teams like Upper Sandusky can score 15, 20 points in a hurry.
Well, and again, you've got a couple kids in their lineup hurt. You've got a freshman that was going to be one of their better players this year, a 6'1" freshman that gets hurt at the beginning of the season. You've got a sophomore that's a decent shooter that gets hurt. He's down here on crutches. And, you have 0 seniors on your roster if you're Bucyrus. Floyd with it now. In the corner, Bierce. Skip to Munpage. They pass the ball really well. They do move it really, really well. Floyd. Little flare screen for Floyd. Nothing doing on it, though. Again, Kaple wanted on the high post. They find him there.
Good pass.
Bierce unable to finish, but again, that's Kaple catching at the high post, gets down low, finds the open man. Craig with it now.
Yeah, Bierce just didn't catch it clean, and that was the result there. But
Schoenberger to Gibson. Back to Romick as Witten's getting ready to check back in. Craig, a little long on that one, but again, the hustle. Gibson's going to come away with the rebound. Schoenberger in the corner, a little bit too strong of a pass. He couldn't control it. But again, the rebounding game, Upper Sandusky has won tonight. And you can see that the 50-50 balls, the effort balls, is where Upper Sandusky is winning the game tonight.
Sure, and those are important. We just had a game the other night, and it felt like we didn't get any 50-50 balls. And sometimes, that's a – in our case, it was a lack of effort, and sometimes the ball just doesn't go your way. But you're right, almost every 50-50 ball seemed to kind of go Upper Sandusky's way.
70-45, your score. Upper Sandusky up. Floyd's going to catch and shoot another one. That one's just long. It'll stay with Bucyrus, though, to go off of, it looked like Isles. Backside help by Kaple, though, forced the Isles to go up. Kind of forces that ball to stay with Bucyrus. Munpage in the corner. He stepped out. Yep, he stepped out of bounds. One thing I like about the Munpage-Georgie Floyd combo is you've got one guy that loves to take it baseline. Munpage wants the baseline. He can finish if you give it to him.
Sure.
And Floyd's one of those catch-and-shoot guys. If those two, they've got one more year left, this team could be something special next season. Gibson with it. He's going to look it all the way inside. Kicks it to Schoenberger. Little elbow jumper. Hey, that one wasn't from three. That was from the elbow.
He was too close. He was too close.
Munpage now with it for Bucyrus. Gets it to Floyd. Floyd's going to float and score.
Listen, that's a tough shot. Off the wrong leg, right? A wrong leg. Not that there is a wrong leg, but.
No, you're exactly right, though.
But that was kind of, Kyrie Irving is the best at wrong leg finishes. And a little back screen here by Upper Sandusky. But no, tough finish there by Floyd. You can tell he's played a lot of ball. Like, he looks very comfortable with the ball in his hands. He does, show composure amidst some of the runs.
And you know what's crazy to know, knowing these kids, being from the Bucyrus area, my kids went to school with most of these kids. Munpage, not a kid that always played basketball.
Really?
Kind of picked it up. I want to say picked it up last year, maybe freshman year of high school, and just looks natural. Absolute star on the football team, star running back. I want to say honorable mention All-Ohio running back this year. Just a really good all-around athlete.
Sure.
Floyd with it, trying to get it down to Witten on the seal. Had the seal, led him a little bit too far. But again, you had Isles crashing down to double that catch on the post.
Yeah, Floyd probably should have reversed it there. He kind of stared it down a little bit too long, and it wasn't open. But
as now you've got starters back on the floor for Upper Sandusky. 72-47. We're almost at that 4-minute mark. Isles with it. Montgomery. Josh Heilman. Justin finishes. Can't finish. There's Kaple, another rebound. He's got several rebounds tonight. He's played a very well-rounded game for the Redmen. Munpage. Active hands by Justin Heilman. Witten catches at that high post. Floyd, feet set, knocks it down. When his feet are set, he doesn't miss.
Yeah, listen, he's up to 20. He's up to 20. He's got a really quick release. His feet aren't always squared, so there's a couple times that he shot the ball where it doesn't look like he's ready to shoot. But after, watching him for 3.5 quarters, that's just how he plays. So, but in that time, he was wide open. His feet were square, and
Isles is going to finish an and one. That foul's going to go on Witten. This might be, and you and I have both been around the game for a long time. We both know the game. This might be one of the quietest 20 that I've seen in quite some time.
Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, until that 3 went in and I kind of happened to look up there, I had no idea what he had. But you're absolutely right. It's been a quiet 20.
So he's got 20. You've got Munn Page with 11. You've got Carson Witten with 9. Kaple with 6. Cozy, the freshman, I want to say has 4. So they've got the scoring. Just got to get some stops.
Yep,
They're over their season average offensively tonight.
Sure. But you can't, you can't give up 75 points. And listen, Upper Sandusky is really good offensively, and they can hurt you in a variety of ways. But 75 is probably more than what Coach Hargis wants to give up, and that's a tough way to win a game is if you're giving up 75.
Well, and Upper's done everything right tonight, right?
Sure.
They're shooting the 3 well.
Yep.
If the 3's not going in, they're setting back screens to get layups. It's almost like one of those things where, okay, we're going to come out man.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not shooting it well, then we'll go to zone, so we stop that. If you're getting layups, but you can't go to zone tonight because they're shooting probably 40%, maybe better from deep.
Mm-hmm. And every time, Bucyrus scores, Upper Sandusky gets it out so quick, and then they just beat you down the floor in transition. So, yeah, listen, they're really good.
Munn Page. Great move. Demarius Munn Page. Basket and a foul. You said yourself, this duo is very talented.
Sure.
He's got 13 now, looking for 14. If they flip around and play some defense, there's still a whole second half of the N10 season.
Absolutely. And I kind of, not to kind of look ahead here, but I highlighted a stretch of upcoming games that they have. They got Cary, who graduated a lot.
Yep.
They got them on the 4th, and it goes Plymouth, Buckeye Central, Riverdale, Buckeye Central. So that's a favorable stretch.
Yep.
For the Redmen.
And then you run into a situation where your great teams, your Crawfords, your Mohawks, your Upper Sandusky, your first round with them's on the road.
Sure.
They come into the Kish next time, and you're going to be able to compete because you've competed well tonight.
Mm-hmm. Well, and 2, like with that little stretch of 4 or 5 games, if you get 2, 3, 4 wins, we talked about earlier being a young team, they play a lot on momentum. So there's not only the ability to get some wins, but to kind of build some confidence as you go into the second half of, some of the, the monsters of Crawford and Mohawk and Upper Sandusky again.
Floyd, another one. It's one of those shots where confidence is key for him. And I don't think I've seen him not shoot it confident tonight. But then you've got layups.
Yep.
A 3 turns into a layup as Gibson's got himself 2 more. 77-56. Upper Sandusky. 1:50 remaining. Blizzard checks into the game, and Blizzard's going to knock down a 3 ball. Lincoln Blizzard.
And again, we don't have live stats in front of us, but I would say – Bucyrus has 6 threes this half.
I want to say they've outshot him from 3 in the second half.
Something that we kind of talked about earlier as being a key to the game. Just needed to kind of do it in both halves.
Kaple, another rebound.
Tough rebound there.
Floyd with it now, and they're going to get Gibson with a body. Starting to see some of those 50-50 balls kind of flip. Kaple on the glass. Very effective, as you said yourself. That was a tough rebound.
Yeah, big-time one-handed rebound there.
And again, just a junior.
Listen, Bucyrus is – you're at 59 points. You're at the free throw line. You're going to score over 60 in this game. So you're 14 points above your average, right? Or maybe it was 16. Did you say 44 or 46?
43, I think.
Okay.
So even
so you're
more.
17 above your average. I mean, there's been a lot of positives on the offensive end for them. Absolutely.
Well, and again, how many times are you going to see a team come out and go, I want to say 10 of 14 from 3 in the first half?
Yeah. Because that run at the end of the second quarter, beginning of the second quarter, it was 21-17, and then it was 34-17. It was doubled up like that. And that's a 17-point spread, and it's a 17-point game right now. So literally, you take away that one run, Bucyrus has played even.
77-60, 17-point lead. Kaple going to come away with it, but he's going to be chased down by Craig. Romick now inside of a minute, 55 seconds and counting. Craig, Romick up top. He's going to look for his first bucket. He's going to bank it in, and now everybody that's touched the floor has scored for the Rams.
Well, and things are going your way when you bank in a three. And
Cozy's going to lose it.
It's kind of been that night. They probably have 15 made threes now.
I can't wait to go down, and we'll talk about it post-game. I'm going to go down and get some turnover stats, some rebound stats, and everything for you guys for post-game. I'm curious to see how many made threes they have this evening, as they had 10 in half number one. Bierce is going to get the rebound, 80-60. Kaple finishes with the left. As he's up to 8, he's almost into double figures. 10 seconds left. Schoenberger said, why not one more?
Yeah. Couldn't be a more fitting way to kind of end this game offensively. That was his only basket of the half. He had 24 at the half, open three, wanted to share the wealth. Still with 27. I mean, I don't know, you name the MVP, but
83-62 our final. We'll be back for that MVP interview and postgame show after this commercial break.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog. Tune into The Joe Show every Wednesday night here on the OH Report.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
First Federal Community Bank is excited to offer the Ohio Home Buyers Plus program, and it's meant to offer an above market interest rate to help the potential home buyer in their journey towards home ownership.
We've got great rates, especially for first-time home buyers. Here at First Federal Community Bank, we are here to make the home buying experience smooth and stress-free.
As a community bank, we're excited to offer this account to help fulfill the dream of owning a home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Can't stop.
Josh Banks welcomes you back inside the mountaintop with our Quest Federal Credit Union MVP, Luke Schoenberger, the sophomore post for the Rams. Hey, number one, congratulations tonight. A big bounce-back N10 win for you guys.
Thank you.
Number two, 27 points, 7 of 8 from 3. Was it like shooting into an ocean tonight for you?
Felt like it felt really good coming off the wrist in the shooting form. My dad told me before the game that this is my night to make threes because I've kind of struggled so far this year.
Well, I tell you what, your dad was definitely right. As a team, you guys shot 76% from three-point range tonight. You knocked down 14 three-pointers. You had half of them. You struggled to shoot the ball against Mohawk. What did it take for you guys in the week that you've had since the Mohawk game, with Christmas, with the holidays, with being with family, to bounce back as a team and be able to come out tonight and take care of a real gritty Bucyrus team who gave you everything they had tonight?
Well, I think it's all just about grit and toughness. Coach Winslow tries to instill that we are a team that can bounce back. We are a team that can play with the toughest teams. As he says before every game, they play us, and I think we really let that happen tonight. We just let ourselves do our thing.
You guys absolutely did, Luke. So the way it works here, this is your first interview with us. So what you're going to do, you're going to take a look into the camera right here. He's going to zoom in maybe a little bit tighter on you, and you're going to shout out anybody that you want to shout out tonight.
Shout out my family and everyone who came out tonight. It felt great to get a big night and a big win.
All right, guys. Hey, Luke, thank you so much. Congratulations That's our Quest Federal Credit Union MVP, Luke Schoenberger. Hey, congratulations and good luck the rest of the run for you guys. And hey, you got a shot still. Go out and win yourself an N10 title.
Okay, thank you.
Trust our experienced team for seamless program management. Wide garment selections for various industries. Kimmel Corporation offers top quality products and services at the best value. Rent or buy with confidence. Kimmel Corporation is the company for you.
They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can't move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here, blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. Yeah, the first step is showing up, now we're here. Yeah, the first step is showing up, hear them cheer. Yeah, the first step is showing up, now we're here. We're blowing up, hear them cheer. If you never risk it, then you never know.
Welcome back inside the mountaintop Upper Sandusky, Ohio for our Spirion Mid-Ohio post-game show. Again, Joshua Banks alongside Abraham Kaple. 83-62, the Rams bounce back after a loss here at home last week to Mohawk. They get a huge N10 win to get right back into that race, and they shoot 76% from three.
Yeah, listen, really, really impressive what they did offensively. Anytime you're scoring over 80, right, you're doing a lot of things right. And 76% from three is an unheard of number. Double-digit three-point attempts, three-pointers made. That's, that you're going to be tough to beat anytime you're putting up those numbers offensively.
But on the flip side of things, you look at this very young Bucyrus squad, and 21 points does not really differentiate this basketball game tonight.
No, it doesn't. And I've said it numerous times, and I'll say it again. There was one run that kind of proved to be the difference, but there's a lot of glimpses of light there from, let's call it, their big three, right? I thought that they did a lot of things. Well, there's some things that they got to clean up, and everybody knows that. Win or lose, there's always things to improve on. But if you're Bucyrus, there's a lot of positives that you can kind of take away from tonight going into that 4 or 5 game stretch that I talked about after the first of the year. Maybe grab a couple wins, build some confidence, and, that'll kind of snowball hopefully for them in the back half of the year.
All right, so you see there 83-62. You see our upcoming games for both of these squads. Bucyrus gets Cary. You mentioned it on 1-4, very winnable game for them. These Rams are going to be back here against Buckeye Central. I believe I'll be here for that game. Final thoughts.
Love what Upper Sandusky does just as a basketball fan and obviously as a coach. They move the ball really well. And when you have multiple kids that can make shots and you're unselfish to the level and what they are, really fun team to watch. So, I mean, appreciate you streaming, but come out and watch these guys. They play ball the right way. And you know, from Bucyrus, like I said, a lot of positives to kind of hold on to. I think you're trending in the right direction. You know, continue to build off the things that were good, get back into, you know, film, get back into practice, and work on the things that need adjusted. And, you know, 2025 is a whole new year, man.
We're going to roll some credits. I apologize, guys. Replays were not working very well tonight. That's why you didn't have any. I'm going to get all that fixed because Mr. Kaple and I are going to be back here tomorrow for Upper Sandusky Bucyrus girls. That'll be I'd say about a 1 o'clock tip for varsity girls. It's only a 2-quarter JV game. So it's going to be about a 1 o'clock tip for varsity girls. I'm excited for that one. Going to come out and see some more really good basketball. He's going to get to see the Rams and Redmen for the first time this year on the girls' side of things. I just am very impressed with both teams tonight. I'm excited to see where both teams can go in the future and what they're going to be able to accomplish. While these credits finish up, I want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors: Wilson Tire Company, Chris.Daris, Edward Jones Financial Advisor, Spirit Mid-Ohio, Quest Federal Credit Union, Scout Construction, Home and Kitchen Supply, Kimmel Corporation, and First Federal Community Bank in Bucyrus, along with Burkhart Farm Center. You guys allow us to bring you these games live and free. So for my camera guy, Jeremy Peoples, on color with me, Mr. Abraham Kaple, I'm Josh Banks. Everybody stay safe and make sure you tune in tomorrow. Have a great one.